Okay, recording has been started. I'm presenting my screen. Now you will able to see my screen, right? So yesterday we have seen all types of joins with examples, right? So today we will cover intersect, union all case statements, and some other practical scenarios we will see. So let me start with these operators like union all, intersect, and except. So here we will start directly with the examples. Then we will understand what are the basic requirements to perform these scenarios with union all, intersect, and except. So I have created the two simple tables with one column only. So I have already created that and inserted data into that particular table. Let me show you both the tables. Select star from speakers and then select star from author. Let me select the data from both. So here in both the table they have given us one column only, which is a name column. So some names are available in both the tables, then some names are unique across both the tables. So whenever there is a requirement, let me just 1 minute. So whenever there is a requirement to combine data from both the tables, right? Means we want to prepare one table from considering both the table and combine data from both the tables. It is not like join, it is something differently. So over here, two tables are not joining based on any column, but two tables rows. This is you can see table A, two table rows will be combined to a single table, and then only one table will be generated. This will we can see table C. So in a union what will happen, it will combine records from the both the table. So all these four records combined will be present over here in table C, and then union will eliminate the duplicate records. So suppose Sachin is there. So Sachin are already present over here. Then Rahul are already present over here. So Sachin and Rahul are available in both the tables, right? So it will repeat only once. It will not repeat it two times. So all these four rows will coming from this table, and then these three rows will be coming from this table. So this will be the result of union operator. So let me show you in the tab database itself. So over here, seven rows will be displayed as we can see in the Excel sheet, right? So union will take the distinct rows from both the tables or number of tables we have used in our query. Now what union all will do? So union all will be repeated the same value of the column even if it is duplicated. So let me show you over here the result of union all. So this will be there, and then again this will be there. Even though Sachin and Rahul are already present in table A, still it will be duplicated in our final table. So over here, I think it will be a 9 rows will be displayed. So let me execute the query with union all. So as I have said, total 9 rows are displayed. Now what if I want to order these rows based on the name column? So if I do the order by over here, order by name, then it will give me error that incorrect syntax near the keyword union. Now what if I will do order by over here as well? Then also it will generate some error. Same error, right? So remember one thing, whenever you want to do order by in union all or intersect or except, at that time order by keyword should be mentioned at the last select statement only. It should not be mentioned over here. Now suppose one more time we will take union all, right, and we will do the same thing. Then also order by will be mentioned at the last only, not in the second select or not in the first select. So let me select the data from this one. So now it is running correctly, right? So order by will be mentioned at the last select statement only. This is the must no thing for any freshers. Now what will intersect do? So intersect will basically intersect which will basically select the common data from table A and common data from table B. So what are the common data? Sachin and Rahul are the common data from table A and table B. So let me select with the intersect. So it will give us the two rows only, right? Sachin and Rahul. So here we can use number of tables to perform these operations like intersect, union, and other operations. Now what will except do? This is the final. So except will itself suggesting those records which are present in table A, but which are not present in table B. So in this case, except if we do the table A except table B, then it will give us these two rows. Now suppose if we do the table except table B except table A, then it will give these three records. So let me execute the first one. So it should give two records, right? Because these two records are not present in table B. But what if now I do the reverse thing? This one will be the first and this one will be the second one. Okay, 1 minute. Mm, So it will give three rows, right? Because those record are present in table B but not present in table A. So that will be our result set. So now some important key points to perform union all except and let me admit. Some important key points to perform these kind of operations are above I have mentioned it. So these are the basic rules on performing set operations. So these are the first one. The result set of all the queries must be the same number of columns. So what is it means? So whenever we want to perform intersect or union or then in the first query and also in the second query, in both the queries, number of columns will be same. Like over here, if you see this one, right? Select star, I have already written over here. Select star from speakers and select star from author. Now, if I add one more column into the speaker table or author table, and then perform any of these set operators, then it will give error because number of columns are not unique, right? You can speak or you can write in the chat box whenever you have any query or question. So number of columns will be unique across both the tables or number of tables, right? Then second thing is in all the results set the data type of each of the column must be well matched and compatible with the data type of its corresponding column in another result set. So what it says, suppose number of columns are equal right over here, but what if in my author table I have salary column, in my speakers table I have name column. 1 minute please. In my speakers table there is a one column only which is name, but in my authors table I have one column but it is salary, right? And its data type is integer or decimal, but over here the data type is varchar. Then even though number of columns are same only in both the tables, it will generate error. So that is the meaning of this second one. In all the results set, the data type of each of the columns must be matched. Now what third one says, for sorting the result, the order by clause can be applied to the last query, which I have already told, right? Over here, we are doing the sorting over here by name. So let me execute this query again. So Anil will come first. Then it is ordering based on the alphabetical order, right? So over here, order by will be come in the last query only. It cannot be done in the first query or any other queries. So up to here, everything is clear, right? Can you please write in the chat box? Up to here, everything is clear, right? Okay. So these are basically the union or intersect and except set operators. Now let me move to the another topic, which is a case statements in SQL or in any relational database. So let me show you the another. So in any of the relational databases, there are total two different kind of case statements are there. One is a simple case statement and one is a search case statement. So simple case statement has a fixed kind of thing. If you see over here, simple case statement compares an expression to constant values. If you see over here in the first line, so simple, that is why it is called as a simple case statement. While in search case statement, it it evaluates based on some kind of conditions. There is no constant value in such kind of case statements. We will see it by example over here in just a minute. Now let me show you one example. I have already created this table, student table. So if you see over here, this is a student table is there, right? So there is a name, grade and grade category are there. Now in the grade category, we want to mention some kind of thing like if based upon grade. Suppose those students we who have grade A, that is excellent one, right? That are grade A are excellent one. Then grade B are, you can say that good one, and grade C are poor one. Like that, if you want to say. So in that case, we want to update this grade category column in this table, in this student table. So what we have to do? So let me write the query for the same. Name column, grade column, then case. Here it is a simple case statement we are writing. So case grade when A, then we can say that excellent. Let me write into the second line. Then what? If it is a grade B, then good one. When C, then poor. And at the end of the case statement, we need to write end. So now let me execute this query. So now this column is fulfilled, right? So grade, wherever it is a grade A, it is excellent. Over here, grade A excellent. Then grade B good and grade C poor. Now I want to update this value into our student table. So what we have to do? We have to write the update statement, right? For that. So how can we write the update statement? So update student set. What is the column name? It is grade category, right? Grade category equal to this one. We have to mention. Now over here we do not need to mention the where condition. So let me try to execute this one. So 7 rows are affected, right? So now if I execute these both the tables, then you will see over here grade category are exactly match with our update statement, right? Good, excellent, good, poor, poor, excellent, good, excellent. So this is how we can write the update statement. Now another way also we can write the update statement. Let me try that one. So let me copy this one. So this is the another way we can write the update statement. Above I have done the first one. Now this is the another one. So let me first update the grade category. Update student set grade category equal to null. So let me try this one first. Okay, 7 rows are affected. So it will be a null again into our grade category table. Now if I execute this one, this is the second approach, right? Then also 7 rows are affected. And now you, if you select the data from the student table, all all values in the grade category column will be updated, right? So you have to remember these two approach. Only syntactical difference is there, concept is the same. This is the first approach, this is the second approach. So this is the basically the example of simple search statement. Simple search, sorry, simple case statement. Because over here we have a constant value are there, right? It is a fixed value. When A then excellent only, when B then good only, when C then poor only, no other things can be happened. So in the simple case statement we are writing the expression over here just after the case statement and before the when statement. So it will consider all this when as a grade, grade A, grade B and grade C. So this is the example of simple case statement. Now up to here everything is clear, guys. You can write in the chat box. Up to here everything is clear, right? Okay, what you want to me to repeat case statement, right? Okay, till now I have explained just one case statement which is simple case statement. So in a simple case statement Whenever we have a constant value to update or constant value to select from the table, at that moment we can use the simple case statement. So this is the we have the student table, right? We have the student table, and in the student table we have grade category column is there, and inside the grade category we have 1 minute. What is this happening? Okay, so we have the student table, in which at the moment grade category is null is there, right? Grade category is null, but now I want to give the grade category to some value, some text value based upon its grade. So I want to give, if the student has a grade A, then we can say it as a excellent grade category. Now if the student is grade B, then it is a good grade category. And now if the student is grade C, then it is poor grade category. So in these kind of scenarios, we can use the case statement. And because of here values are fixed, like A, B, and C, so it is a constant value, right? So because of that, we can use the simple state case statement. So now over here, if you see, now over here we have to write the case statement like case when, case grade. So this is a constant expression. This one you can say is a constant expression. So case grade when A. So we have what are the distinct value in grade category? Distinct grade column. We have A, B, and C, only three distinct value, right? And which is a constant distinct value. So here we can use simple case statement. So now case grade when A, then excellent. When B, then good. When C, then poor. And at the end of the case statement, we need to write end keyword. So now if I execute this one, it will give the different grade category to all the rows in a table. Now I want to update this one, right? So for that purpose, I have done the update based on the two different approach. These are the first approach. What I have mentioned over here. After update, I have directly mentioned the student means table name. And over here, set grade category because I want to fill the grade category, right? So which column I want to fill? So for that, I have written over here grade category. Now this same case statement I have copied and paste over here. Same case statement I have copied and paste over here. Now if I execute this one, it will shows us 7 rows affected because in our table there are total 7 rows. Now again if I want to do the star over here in place of distinct grade, then grade category will be filled up. Now this is our first approach. Now this is our second approach. Over here you are giving some alias name to the student table. So student STD is a alias name, right? Of the student table. So this is, you can say, S means alias. Now we can refer over here in the update statement STD. We can refer table name as alias name over here. So this is called as table name as alias name. So what is the table name? Table name is, and alias name is std. So now we can write std over here in place of entire table name. Now everything is remain same. Set grade category equal to our same query will be there, and then from table name and then alias name. So if you execute this one, then also it will do the same thing whichever it has done in the first approach. Now it should be clear, right? Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Now this is the simple case statement we have seen. Now we have to see the search case statement. So what is a search case statement? So basically in the search case statement we do not have the constant value which is there in our first simple case statement. Now over we have some range of values, like let me show you the data from the persons table. Select star from persons table. Sorry, 1 minute. Hmm, this one. So here we have age. Here we have age category. So in the age category, we want to update whether the particular person is a teenager, or you can say that is an adult or senior citizen, right? So for that, it is not fixed value. Like if it is a 10 age is 10, then it is a teenager. Then age is 20, it is a adult. And age is 70, then it is senior. It is a not fixed value over here. Therefore, we need to use a search case statement over here. So how can we use the search case statement? So this is the example of a search case statement. So select person name, age, case. So here we are not writing over here after case. Here we are not writing, right? We are directly writing when. Case when. Age. So what are the distinct age we have given over here in the table? Like 35, 13, 25, 78. So case when age is less than 20, then it is a teenager. Let me copy this data into the Excel file. Here I want to update this value, right? So case when less than 20 means this will be our teenager. Then this will be again teenager. Then less than 40. So less than 40 means it is our adult. So this one will come into the adult. This one also come into the adult. This one also come into adult. And when greater than 40, then it's a senior citizen. So this will be our senior citizen. Right? So same thing will happen over here. Let me execute this one. Case when less than equal to 20, then is teenager. Then case when greater than equal to 20 and less than 50, then it is adult. And then when greater than equal to 50, then senior. So over here, This one will be our adult, this one will be our adult, and this one will be our adult, right? As I already said, these are less than 20, so it will be teenager, and this is greater than 60 or 50, that's why it is senior citizen or senior. Now now you have to tell me how can I update this row based upon this case statement. You can write in the chat box or you can speak, anything will be fine. You can write in the chat box or you can speak as well, anything will be fine. I want to update in the persons table age category with these values. Can you write in the chat box? Or you can speak also, that is also fine. Hello? 1 minute, someone, I think same as before. Okay. So let me write it. Update persons table. Now what we want to update? Set age category, right? Age equal to, we need to mention everything, all this thing. Now here no need to specify any where condition, right? So let me try to execute this one. Okay, it is some column issue. Age category. Okay. So 7 rows are affected. Now if we see into the persons table, then all the data are updated now, right? So everything is clear up to now, guys. Okay, now let me do one very interesting thing. Let me try to solve one kind of few queries from the case studies. So here we have given some of the data, right? Some of the tables they have provided us, like cars table. So in that, car id is our primary key. Then who has prepared that car, make, then type of the car, then style, then cost of the car. Then we have inserted the data into the table. Then second table will be given is as a salesperson's table. So in the salesperson id, salesman id is given, the name, age and city is given. Then another table is given as a sales table. So in the sales table, sales ID is our primary key. Then car ID is given. Then salesman ID is given. So car ID is a foreign key in this table and which is referencing our car table car ID, which is a primary key into the cars table, right? And then again, salesman ID column is given, which is a foreign key over here, and that is a primary key into the salesperson ID, salesperson's table over here. So these are the three different tables are given. So let me select the data from the two all the three tables. So these are the data available with us. So you can see over here in the cars table, car ID is there. Then this is a sales table. So in the sales table, these are car ID. These are car ID as a foreign key, and this car ID is a primary key over here. Then again, so we can join this two table based on the car ID column, right? Now, what if I want to join this table with this table? Then there is a column named salesperson ID which is available in both the tables. And this salesperson ID over here is a foreign key which is in the salesperson table. It's a primary key. So now this is our first case study, guys. Let me try to solve few of the queries from this, and then I will try to give it as an exercise to you if you want. So up to here everything is fine, right? Okay. So now what they have told us, this is our this is our first query. What are the details of all the cars purchased in the year 2022? Now we require all the details of the car which is purchased in 2022. So let me again execute all the three tables. Now date column is given. Date column is given in the last table, which is sales table, right? So here we need to, in here entire date we have given, but I want only 2022. So how can we write the solution for this? So first of all, we need to join this table, first table with the last table, because date column is given us in the final table, which is sales table. Now, which is the joining condition? So joining condition will be the car ID, right? So car ID is our joining condition. Now let me try to write the solution for the same. So select star from cars C. So this is a C is our alias name, right? If you write over here as C, then also fine. And if you don't write as, then also fine, right? Now inner join sales table we need to join, right? So S on C dot car ID equal to S dot car ID. Now what we want to do? Now we want to write one filter condition for this purpose. Purchase in the year 2022. So how can we write the filter condition? Where here we need to use purchase date column equal to 2022, but We want only year from this purchase date because purchase date is entire purchase date, right? But we want only year 2022. So how can we write? So here we need to write year function. So this is how we can write the year function over here, and C dot all the columns from the cars table we require. So C dot car ID, C dot make, C dot, always remember, please write the column names in place of star. It is giving us better performance. And now what I want, S dot purchase date, and I, if I write this one, then it will give us the year value, right? Which is 2022. So let me execute the query, and I can give alias to this particular column as year. So up to here everything is clear, right? We can use with wildcard as well, right? Mm, so let me try to do that. S dot purchase date, like, let me try to do this. Yes, exactly, this is also correct. We can use the wildcard also in this scenario. Now let me go to the second query. What they have asked, what is the total number of cards sold by each salesperson? What is the total number of cars sold by each salesperson? So again, let me go to the all the tables. Now this time we require salesman ID, then salesman name, and then number of cars sold by each salesperson. So this time I think we need to join all the three tables. So let me write the solution for the same. Select star from cars SC, as I have told, we can write as well. Inner join sales S on C dot car ID S dot car ID. And now in another inner join we have to do sales persons P on P dot salesman ID equal to S dot salesman ID. Now what we require? Total number of cars sold by each salesperson. So here we need to do P dot salesman ID, then P dot name, then count of number of cars, means we have to use the count function over here. So count of, let me show you the result. Count of car ID, right, means salesman ID 1. So 1 is coming over here, then 1 is coming over here, 1 is coming over here, 2, 3 times, 4, 5 times, I think 1 is coming. So we need to count the car ID over here, because how many cars each salesman have has sold. So let me write S dot car ID as number of cars sold, right? Now let me try to execute. It will give some error because we have used the count aggregate function, right? So column sales persons dot salesman id is invalid in the select list because it is not contained in the either an aggregate function or group by clause. So over here we need to write the group by clause over here. So group by wo- except wherever we have done the aggregation, that column is not required, but apart from this column, all the columns we need to mention in the group by clause. Now let me execute this one. So as I have already showed you, salesman ID 1, John Smith has sold total number of 5 cars. So let me execute this one again. If I copy this data into the Excel, then you can see salesman ID 1 is over here, then 1 is over here, 3 times, then 1 is over here, 4 times, and 1 is over here, 5 times, right? So what this is showing, salesman ID 1 has sold total 5 cars. Now salesman ID, let's see for salesman ID 4. So 4 is over here, then again 4 is over here, then again 4 is over here, and again 4 is over here. So number of times 4 is coming 4 times. So salesman ID 4 has sold total number of cars are 4. So this is how you will approach the SQL queries, right? So second solution is clear, right? Can you mention in the, so here what they are telling, what is the total number of cars sold by each salesperson? So for that purpose, we need, suppose we have different salesperson ID, right? One, two, three, four. So how many number of cars they have sold? So they, if you see over here, this is salesman ID, right? And this is car ID. So here one is coming how many times? One time, two time, three time, four time, and five time. This car ID is coming four times against one, right? So one has sold five different cars. Same as four. Four is coming four times over here. So this car ID is coming against four. This car ID is coming against four. This is the second car has been sold by four salesman ID. Then this is the third car sold by four salesman ID. This is the, sorry, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one which is sold by. So that this is only what I have written over here. We have to mention the count of car ID based upon the salesman ID and name. And then we have to do join of all the three tables. And then because of we have used the aggregate function over here, we have to mention this thing into group by clause. If we do not mention the group by clause, because we want group by values, right? So there is salesman ID 1, that is one group. Then salesman ID 2, that is second group. Then for Tom Lee, salesman ID 3, that is third group. So third group, third salesman ID has sold six car. Total number of cars has been six sold by third group. So this is how you can say that. Now clear? Okay. Now let me go to the third query. Now what is third query saying? Let me. What is the third query saying? What is the total revenue generated by each salesperson? What is the total revenue generated by each salesperson? So if you see over here, this cost of purchasing a car is a revenue. But now I want what is the total revenue sold by each salesperson. So I need to join all the three tables again because salesman ID is present over here, but over here car ID is not present. So I need to join again this table as well. So let me write the solution for the same. Select star from car C, inner join sales S on C dot car ID equal to S dot car ID. Now inner join salesperson P on P dot salesman ID is equal to S dot salesman ID. Now we want to know what is the total revenue by each salesperson, right? So over here P dot salesman ID and then P dot name also we can write. Then over here we do not need to count. We need to do a sum of cost of purchasing a car. So that will be a total revenue. So here we need to do sum of cost as total revenue. Now as we have used again the aggregation function, as we have used the aggregation function, we need to do the group by. So group by the same thing. So now if you see over here, salesman ID 1 John Smith has done the total revenue of 1,81,000. Then salesman ID 2 has done the total revenue of 1,77,000. Right? Now what if I want to do I want to display the highest salesman ID and salesman name who has done the highest total revenue. I want to display that as a first row. So for that purpose, I can do two things. Order by. One thing is I can do is order by sum of cost. Now let me try to execute this one. So if you see over here, Okay, we need to use the descending over here, right? Because by default it is ascending. So 2,53,000, Tom Lee has done the highest total revenue for his company, right? Now again, one more thing, I can use the total revenue also in the order by, because order by will be our last thing in our execution part. So this will be also giving us the same result. So up to here everything is clear, right? You can write it in the check box. Okay. So let me solve the fourth query. What are the details of the cars sold by each salesperson? So here again we need to join all the three tables, and then what we have to do? We just need to do select c dot car id, c dot make, c dot type of the car, c dot style of the car, and then c dot cost, then p dot name we can write, and then s dot sales per main id and p dot salesman id to compare whether it is giving us the same thing or not. So these are the detail of the cars sold by each salesperson. Here we do not need to do any kind of grouping because or any kind of filter over here, right? So this is the solution of the fourth query. Now let me, okay, now it is a tricky one. Little bit of change over here in the question. What is the total revenue generated by each car type? So here there are distinct car types are there, right? So this car ID is mentioned over here in the sales table. So we need to, because here one salesman ID is sell multiple same car or other car multiple times, right? So we need to join cars table as well as sales table. So let me write the solution for the same. Select star from cars, C inner join sales s on c dot car id equal to s dot car id. Now car type. So car type is given is us in the car table, c dot type, then total revenue means sum of cost as total revenue, and then we need to do group by again c dot type. Now let me execute the query. So these are the, based upon the car type, this is a total revenue generated by each car type. So now up to here everything is clear, right? Everything is clear, right, up to here? Okay. So now I will give you this five queries, last five queries as an exercise. I will give you as an exercise. This exercise you can do in a week period of time, and then after, when we meet on Saturday, you can show me your result, or if you have any doubt or if you have any problem, then we can discuss. Now we stop over here. We have done these things today. We have done the intersect, union or case statement, and these things as well. We will so we will check group buying having further in our upcoming lectures. But up to here, we have done everything. So we are writing queries as well. So you will not get bored on the theory part only, right? So now you can discuss over here. If you have any questions, I will post the